fan of superhero games? Do you want a new school kind of superhero game that doesn't exactly follow all the laws of other superhero games out there? Do you want something that's new? Check out my review of Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Coming up next on Mumbles. Groot now! Hi everyone, Mumbles here. Today we're going to get super. But before we get super, please, if you have not already, subscribe to MumblesVideos. You know how much I appreciate it. Thank you guys all so much for the support. Now on to the review. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Let's jump straight into this review. To start with, guys, I'm going to read you the description because many times with these descriptions in these games, they cover a lot of aspects that you need to know. Fire up a wild ride across the cosmos with a fresh take on Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. In this third-person action-adventure game, you are Star-Lord, and thanks to your bold yet questionable leadership, you have persuaded an oddball crew of unlikely heroes to join you. Some jerk, surely not you, has set off a chain of catastrophic events, and only you can hold the unpredictable Guardians together long enough to fight off total interplanetary meltdown. Use elemental blasters, tag team beatdowns, jet-powered dropkicks. Nothing's off limits. If you think it's all going to plan, you're in for a world of surprises, with the consequences of your action guaranteed to keep the Guardians on their toes. In this original Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy story, you'll cross paths with powerful new beings, unique takes on iconic characters, and all caught in a struggle for the galaxy's fate. It's time to show the universe what you're made of. You've got this. Probably. As with most games like this game is available on all systems at the time of this review for a price of $60. My version is the Xbox Series X version, so please note that all gameplay footage is coming from that. So now we come to my gameplay section, guys. I'm excited about this game. I was excited when I heard it was coming out, and I was even more excited after I saw the type of game that it was. We all know what these superhero games are, but Guardians of the Galaxy does a good job of switching things up. The questionable leadership of Star-Lord is on full display in this game. You play as him in this game and command and control your team of superheroes, each of which has their own special abilities and moves that only they can do. In combat, certain characters have certain things that they are good for. For example, Groot is good at slowing things down and holding them down. It is up to you to decide where it is best to apply these abilities. And walking around, you also have access to different abilities that only these characters can do. So get ready to figure out how to best utilize these characters' powers each and every time you're moving around. But that's not even my favorite part of the game. My favorite part of the game is the fact that you get to make choices. And based on the choices that you make, you get to have different choices and outcomes that occur. Which is, I don't care what anybody says, in any video game, every video game that has this, I want to try and I want to play it because I want to see all the different endings and stuff. You know how that goes. You add on to that the fact that the Guardians of the Galaxy are a superhero team that is very different from other superhero teams out there. They don't always get along, they fight, they argue, they say wacky and wild things. The banter in this game is fantastic between characters. Now we move on to the con section. The first con is the combat. The reason that I didn't talk a lot about the combat is because it's not the strong suit of this game. The combat in this game is a little bit wonky. It's just not very polished in my opinion. There's not really any blocks or anything like that. You're really just kind of running around, shooting at things, using various moves, and just hoping that it works out. There's just not a lot to it here. That is all the cons for this game. So now we come to my overall score section for this game. Guys, after the last Marvel game, Marvel Avengers, I was very leery of this game. I actually didn't buy it at launch. I waited to see, the type of reception that this game got. And I can say that I was pleasantly pleased with that reaction. And I was pleasantly pleased to buy this game because it's fun. It's different than other superhero games out there. You don't have to be goody-goody all the time. Sometimes in this superhero game, you can be out for yourself. It feels more realistic in as much as when it comes to real life and death. It just feels like a more realistic game and a better fit for me. The thing I love the most about this game is 100% the choices that you have and the outcomes that happen based on those choices. How characters react to you, how things go on because of what you chose to do. Different things happen, which keeps this game fresh and interesting, will give you more reason to replay this game over and over again, so that you can see all the different decisions and choices. And that, for me, makes a game that not only is good the first time through, but is good for multiple playthroughs. So you're getting multiple playthroughs out of a $60 game, and I absolutely love that. Guys, on today's episode of Mumbles, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy gets rewarded. Marvel, you finally did a good job. Give yourselves a pat on the back, or head in my case, so that you guys know that you did a good job. Because on today's episode of Mumbles, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy gets 8 out of 10. Woo, 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 woo. That's right, a Marvel game getting 8 out of 10. Fantastic game. If you have not already, give it a try. Anyways, guys, that's been my review of Marvel's Galaxy, the Guardians of the Galaxy. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. Please smack the subscribe button, smack the like button, and smack all those buttons. Smack yourself in the face if you're feeling froggy. Now, see you all in the next video.